Hello, it's day 3 of our challenge of working on yourself for yourself within yourself. So today we're going to talk about what happens within you when you make a choice to start connecting with your inner child and you start doing something for yourself that you weren't allowed to be doing as a child. So playing in some kind of way, exploring the world, whether that's drawing, knitting, whatever, right? So usually what happens is that if there was no permission to be yourself, to play and to have your childhood, then when we start giving it to ourselves, the inner critic comes online. And you're going to hear that voice of your mother, your father, or whatever, who is going to say, you're wasting your time, what you're doing, you're being a nuisance, you should be doing this, you don't have time for this. And it's very important in this moment for you to actually be very aware of that voice, even if you get paralyzed slightly and scared like you would in your childhood. So things like, oh, that's not productive, that's a waste of time, it's pointless, it doesn't make any sense, right? Even though it shouldn't. Children shouldn't be judged on what they do. In order to connect with our inner child, we need to be doing pointless things, because children, if they feel safe, they are doing things that are pointless, free, and they're just being curious about the world. So even if it means doing something different every 5 minutes, right? So, or you can't sit with yourself, or you can't sustain attention, or whatever. So when you have that voice in you, try and sit with it, with yourself. Be kind, patient, compassionate, and empathic to the child in you. Soothe the child in you. Hold your hand in your mind's eye and say, that's okay. Whatever is happening, that's okay. And practice it. Don't expect miracles straight away. But slowly, when you start practicing it, the inner critic will dissipate. That voice that you're going to hear in your mind will dissipate, because you're not a child anymore, and you can become a protector of the child in you. So you can protect. So you didn't have any protection, but you can become the protector. You can become the reliable person for yourself and say, right now we're playing, we're doing pointless, senseless things, and it doesn't matter about my painting, it doesn't matter whether I can do this gardening, or whether, it doesn't matter, it's the process, right? It's the process to be watching yourself and to be embracing the child nature in you, and to be embracing that part of you, because it's repairing the connection with your inner child, connects you with your true nature, connects you with your heart, connects you with your soul. So this playing music, or trying to play music, or playing an instrument, whatever, right? So really the possibilities are endless, and maybe you don't know, maybe you were never allowed to actually explore, because you had those roles that you had to play, or you had to be really withdrawn because you were not seen, you were not heard, and your true needs didn't have any space to be expressed, right? So that explorative, curious nature of yours, it could never be sort of manifested, right? It could manifest in your life. So now, when you are responsible for that part of yourself, and you know about this, and you're aware about this, it's for you. You are aware of that sort of dimension of you, of that inner child in you. It's for you to create conditions for yourself, to be creating conditions on a regular basis, mental, psychological, emotional. So decide when you want to do it, what you want to do, and find a space in your day, in your week, where you can actually ask yourself those questions. What do I like doing? What's important to me? Or what do I want to explore? What am I curious about? Usually it's very easy for people to know what they like doing, what sort of environment they like doing, whether it's being in nature and just walking aimlessly like I do, and without looking at the clock, because that's another thing, right? Okay, we don't have time. Children don't know about the time, they have no idea. So it's almost like retraining yourself, and a lot of it is about remembering. You're not learning anything new. You're unlearning the bullshit that you were fed in your childhood, right? So yeah, be patient, empathic, loving, and love is attention. So pay attention to that inner child in you. Connect with it. Restore, repair the connection with the most beautiful layer of your authentic self. And for people who have trouble knowing what they would like to be doing, I want to give you a nice little pointer as to how to go into the curiosity mode. And that is, allow yourself to be bored. Allow yourself to be bored, remove distractions, sit with yourself, go for a walk, and with every step, a lot of what you normally think about, what you should be doing or what you're not doing, and all the other crap that normally gets put into our minds, not by choice of course, that will dissipate slowly and the ideas will come. Because we live in a world where there's so much information being pumped into us, so we're totally overwhelmed. Our minds are overwhelmed. We're never bored, so we can't be curious because every decision is made by you, what you watch and how your choices, etc. So we're being constantly manipulated. But think about what are the conditions for you to be bored, and you need to become this autonomous adult. You need to take control and create conditions for yourself to be bored, and then the answers will come. Another idea is to go into a bookstore and see what sort of section of the bookstore speaks to you. Where are you drawn to, right? Is it about hobbies? Is it biographies? Is it people? Is it things? Is it this kind of... And that will give you a sort of idea to just being curious and opening your eyes to what's available. Because again, for a lot of people, we were not even allowed to explore, right? And we're going to talk about it tomorrow, but we were not allowed to explore. So if you don't know what that is, what you would like to be doing to connect with your inner child, you have my permission to be bored, right? Because the creativity in you will manifest itself in what you're drawn to, right? What is the world you want to explore? Is it nature? Is it things? Is it sticky? Is it painting? Is it fabric? Is it mud? Right? So you will see those worlds and you will be drawn to certain things you like and your soul likes, and then you will, by chain reaction, you will get to where you need to be going, because your child in you will lead you, and you just trust it, but you need to create the conditions for yourself to make space in your mind and in your day or in your week. It needs to be done regularly, right? Because it doesn't happen the first time very often. So I want you to be patient with yourself. I want you to be curious. I want you to be holding your hand. And I want you to start becoming the parent you didn't have, right? So the wise mother, the wise father, who is understanding, who's not critical, who doesn't rush things. Very often our childhoods were really rushed, just as we are now, like hurry, 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 constant hurry, right? Things do not come to us in a hurry, right? Things do come to us in stillness that we need to create in ourselves. and that can take form of boredom. So never give up on yourself. See you next time.